All right, so just finding a nice, comfortable seat. And if you do have blocks at home, you might want to just keep those handy. Of course, you are always welcome to take a block between your thighs or feet or both if you like to start that way. Sometimes it can just feel really nice. It gives us a little feedback. Not necessary though. Today, let's go ahead and start seated nice and tall. So you might scoot forward in your chair a little bit. It's fine if you use the back as a support if that feels better. Just find that place where it feels like you can really root down into your sit bones, lengthen through the sides of your waist, and then just start to feel that open feeling. So like that lift of the heart and chest. And let's go ahead and roll the shoulders back. You might even accentuate that feeling of that sternum lifting, that openness across your heart and chest. It might feel like a really good opening stretch doing this. And let's forego rolling forward at this point. Let's just really hold on to this kind of back bend in the thoracic feeling. Good. And then, so the next time you're pressing those shoulder heads back, notice that, and then feel as the shoulder blades release down your back towards your sit bones. You can gently place your hands on your thighs. Allow your eyelids to close. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose. And open your mouth, sigh the breath out. Ha. Smooth, deep, full inhale. Open your mouth, sigh the breath out, let it go. Ha. One more time like that. Deep inhale through the nose. And open your mouth, sigh the breath out, let it go. Ha. And then just allow your lips to seal. You're going to inhale through your nose, and you're also going to exhale through your nose. And try to find this place of symmetry with the breath. So in fact, let's inhale to the count of 4 or 5. And then exhale to that same count. And just continue like that. So several rounds, you're counting your breath, the inhale and the exhale. Samavriti, even breathing. And as you're sitting here breathing like this, start to notice the physical sensations that happen as you're inhaling. So there's that expansion of the rib cage. It's very three-dimensional. It happens in the front of the body, the sides of the body, the back of the body. It's like this billows that are filling up. And then as you exhale, everything contracts in. So again, the physical sensation of exhaling your breath. Bring your attention there. And then perhaps you start to notice if tension has crept into other places of your body. So for a lot of us, that's going to be the shoulders, the neck. They might be squeezing up towards the ears, soften them down. Sometimes the jaw, the face get a little tense. Sometimes the fingers or the toes can start to grip, or you might feel a little pull in that inner thigh, that groin area. So you're just doing a little body scan. You're noticing what's going on in your body today. And that's always in flux. It always looks different every time we practice. One of the skills that we're developing with our yoga practice is noticing these physical sensations. And then we can use the breath, use the movement to navigate our way to a better feeling place. And so let's keep this even breathing, but let's add that pause to the top and then that pause to the bottom. So moving towards our box breath. So let's inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Deep inhale through your nose. Pause the breath. See if you can sip in a little more air through your nose and then open your mouth. Sigh the breath out. Let it go. Ha. And then from here, let's just start to come into our little Sufi roll. So rocking around in that pelvic girdle and just noticing how your body is feeling. Where are you getting sensation? Where do you feel a little tense, a little tight, perhaps a little stuck? And just be gentle with those places, but send a little attention, a little breath there. And just ever so gently might start to feel things opening up. You might start to find a little space. Let's start to switch directions. Good. And then let's start to just make these circles a little smaller. And just notice how the weight shifts from one sit bone to the other. And then let's just kind of do that. Let's just go side to side. It's a super subtle, small movement. I want you to get it smaller and smaller until you feel both of those sit bones pressing nice and even. Good, so you're sitting nice and tall. Your shoulders are stacking over your sit bones. From here, let's move right into our cat-cow. So inhale, you rock forward on those sit bones. Feel that arch in your lower back, this openness across heart and chest. As you exhale, you round in, chin towards chest. And we continue like this. And you're moving with your breath at a pace that feels good to you. It might be a little slower today. It might be a little faster. You're paying lots of attention to your spine here. How is it feeling? What's going on? Where is the movement easy? Where is the movement a little more challenging? Where are things feeling a little stuck? And then again, just start to make this movement a little tinier. So forward and back on the sit bones until you're just pressing right into the center again. And then you find that beautiful mountain pose. So that nice tall seat. You feel very rooted in your feet, in your sit bones. You feel this gentle opening across your heart and chest. So you're creating this nice basin for your breath to move. And come back to that sound of your breath, that inhale through your nose, that exhale through your nose. Good. So let's combine some neck stretching with a little hip opening today. So a couple of options here. If you are comfortable doing your seated pigeon pose, you could take your right ankle and cross it above your left knee. This is tighter for you in this knee area. I recommend flexing the foot if that's available to you. The other option that you could take here is to just simply open up that right leg. So finding that external rotation, and that's going to get into the outer hip. You might feel a little more stretch in the groin as well. So these are both really good places to be. If you're in the seated version, you might be pressing down with that right hand into the right thigh. So it's like you're helping that right knee to gently release towards the floor. That will intensify things. So if your hips are tight, you won't need to do that. If you're seated in this version that I am now, you could be taking your hand into your inner thigh and pressing back behind you. So kind of the same idea. And especially, we're just starting out here, you might not need to add anything extra. It's just going to take a couple of breaths like this in the hip stretch. Even here, you're still rooting down into your two sit bones, nice and even. As we stay in this hip stretch, on your next exhale, start to release your chin towards your chest. So we're trying to find that length in the back of the neck. And I always find this first one of the day to be, a little challenging. The neck muscles want to grip. They want to help out. It's hard for them to release and let go. Excuse me. All of these spring allergies make me a little sleepy. Check in with your shoulders. Make sure they're not creeping up towards your ears. You can just imagine that somebody is placing their hands on your shoulders, just gently pressing down. So we've got some stretch, yes, but we don't want that tension, that holding. Let's inhale, lift our chin. As you exhale, you're going to take your left ear towards your left shoulder. So we're getting into the right side of the neck. Breath smooth and steady. Good, let's inhale, head up to center. Good, and then we're gonna come into the hip stretch on the second side. So if you're in this version of what I'm doing, just bring that right leg back in. Please note that on the second side, depending upon what's going on in your body, it might look different. So again, options are to come into this kind of like warrior two legs. So you're opening up this left leg, getting that external rotation, and you just go as far as feels good. So that place where you're getting some sensation, you might just be right here. It might be the tiniest amount. It counts. Or you might take your left ankle and cross it above that right knee. And again, if there's any sensation in your knee, maybe choose this version, or sometimes flexing this foot can help alleviate some of that. So that engages the muscles there. It offers a little support. And then maybe you're fine just as you are. If it feels like, I can add a little, you might gently press down with your left hand. If you're in the warrior two legs, again, you're just kind of pressing back. You can always try these variations, see how it feels, and then, stick with it or skip it. So we're always experiencing this like shift with our yoga practice. We do the same poses over and over again, but they're always a little different every time we practice. There's always something different going on in our body. And part of what's special about our yoga practice is that it teaches us to recognize that. So we make these little adjustments. So it's not this static thing. And with that being said, I want you to notice how this side does feel different in your body. How is it different? Where is it different? And so you're getting curious about that. And from there, you can return to that sound of your breath, to that feeling of your breath. There's all these little touchstones that help to bring us back to what we're doing. And then from here again, as you exhale, start to drop your chin towards your chest. So second time that we've been in this position, it might be feeling a little different. Things might gently be starting to open up in the back of your neck. You might not be there yet. That's also okay. Some days it takes longer. Put your brain in the shoulders. Make sure they're not creeping up towards your ears, so just soften them down. As you inhale, chin lifts. And as you exhale, right ear towards the right shoulder, so you're going to start to get some sensation in the left side of the neck. What's going on there? It's pretty tight in mine today. How about you? Sometimes if it's really intense, that means we need to back out and take a few breaths and then move in deeper. So again, always making little adjustments, being open to that, doing less, which can be challenging. I think we're very conditioned. It's a human thing probably, but I think it's also a very American thing to be your very best and always work your very hardest and perform at your peak level. Sometimes, not doing that's okay. Maybe as you're here, you're getting curious about, what's tighter in my body, my neck or my hips? Maybe they're both like competing for that first position today. Maybe they're both there. It's a tie. All right, let's inhale, lift the head up. Go ahead and come back to Tadasana, mountain pose. And let's just do a little more neck work here, kind of more classic. So again, exhale, chin drops towards chest. Inhale, chin lifts parallel to the floor. Exhale, let's drop right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale up. And exhale, chin towards chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Good, inhale up to center. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Good, inhale up. Let's do 2 more complete cycles. Exhale, chin towards chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Good work. Inhale up to center. Exhale, chin towards chest. Inhaling, lifting. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Good, inhale up. Exhale, chin towards chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Good, inhale up. And then let's exhale, come down the center again. Once again, just holding here. If you want to release your hands off your thighs, pretend that somebody's gently pressing down on your shoulders. You can play with how this feels. It might feel like too much. If that's you, you place your hands back on your thighs. Breath smooth and steady. That inhale through your nose, that exhale through your nose. Good, let's keep our chin tucked. Maybe take your hands back to your thighs and then make that little quarter circle to the right. And you're taking several breaths to get there. So you're going to start to feel some different things happening in this left side of your neck. We get to spot this particularly tight, tense, hang out, take a couple breaths there. And then we'll just hang out there. So chin slightly tucked. It's a little different than what we did earlier. Maybe release your left hand down. As you go there, that might feel like too much, so you skip it if that's the case for you. Really beautiful work happening here. Maybe you take your right hand to the top of your head, nice and easy, gentle, by little pressure. That might just intensify the stretch a little bit. Nice. You can use your right hand to your right cheek. Good. Both hands come back to your thighs. Chin drops towards chest. Again, just make sure that those shoulders aren't getting involved. They're not creeping up towards your ears. You're finding lots of length in that cervical spine. And then several rounds of breath to make that little quarter turn to the left, keeping your chin tucked. Pausing in those places where things start to get a little interesting, a little intense. Using your breath, sending your breath to those places, just visualizing it, creating a little space, a little ease. How does this side feel different in your body? Getting curious about that. Maybe you release your right fingertips off that thigh. This side might feel a little different. Again, if you take any of these variations and they don't feel good, you skip them. You go back to the place you were before. If you want to add your left hand very gently to the top of your head, you're welcome to do that. Good, and then let's all just take our left hand to our cheek. Use it to help upright the head, and let's roll the shoulders back again. And this time, let's go ahead and roll forward. Which always, I think, feels a little funny. Good work. Roll back. And then just allow those shoulder blades to release down your back. Let's move into some half sun salutes here. So just to feel a little more full body stretching and breathing. This is a great place to use your blocks on either side of your feet if you have them. If you don't, it's not necessary. All right, so finding this nice tall Tadasana mountain pose. You're rooting into your sit bones, you're rooting into your feet. You're lengthening through the sides of your waist as you press into those sit bones. There is this cobra feeling in the upper body, so this sense of openness and spaciousness. And we want to hold on to all of this as we move through all of these different poses. So let's inhale. You can take your arms out and up. You can reach them forward and up if that feels better for you or works better for the space that you're in. Maybe you feel that lift of your heart and chest, your gaze. Maybe you press palms together or move in that direction. As you exhale, a couple options here. You might swan dive in, so taking your arms out wide. Maybe you just bring your hands to your thighs and roll down any amount. We find that chin towards chest feeling again. Here's where you might press your hands into your blocks so you start to straighten your arms. They could also be on your shins or your thighs. Gaze comes forward. Lovely. As you exhale, you fold back in. And then inhaling, you might slowly roll on up using your hands again to help press you up. You could also reverse swan dive out. We all reach the arms up overhead. So extended mountain pose. And then as you exhale, you can take arms out wide or down heart center. So lots of little ways that you can mix and match these, kind of mix them up. Feel free to do that. Let's release the arms down by the side again. Find that external rotation at the shoulder. So kind of spinning the thumbs to face behind you. Inhale, reaching. Beautiful. As you exhale, you fold into your Uttanasana. So nice, deep forward fold. Chin releases towards your chest. Inhale, lengthen forward, Ardha Uttanasana. So this is our half forward fold. This is a back bend. Exhale into the forward fold. And then inhale, we find another little back bend here, particularly as we reach the arms out and up. Feel that lift of the sternum up towards the ceiling. Maybe gaze up. As you exhale, hands come to heart center. So let's do 3 more of these. I won't cue you. You can follow along with me. You can just move at your own pace if that feels better for you today. So there's no rush. You're moving with your breath at a pace that feels really good in your body today. And you're enjoying how it feels to connect movement with breath. You're observing how you find this lovely rhythm and how it feels to take up space, to find this sense of grace and ease in your body. You're listening to that sound of your breath. It's like your own personal soundtrack. I can't remember if I said to do 2 or 3. So this is my third. It might be an extra. It might be exactly what I said. So do a bonus one. I definitely have allergy brains today. I'm not as sharp as I usually feel. Lovely work, ladies. So let's pause here in our mountain pose, palms together at our heart. Allow your eyelids to close. And just assess how you're feeling. You might be feeling some heat in your body. That's always a good thing. You might feel like your heart is beating a little faster. Perhaps the breath has sped up a little bit. You might just be feeling really good. So noticing all of these sensations. Good. And then let's just blink our eyes open, release our arms down by our sides. Let's come into a little twisting here. So refresh your posture if you need to. Find those sit bones again. And just make sure that knees are landing over your ankles. And then we're going to inhale, take the arms out wide. As you exhale, just basic twists today. Twist to the right, reach out through your fingertips, and then just release your hands down. So you're going to grab a piece of chair behind you. Depending upon how the spine is feeling today, sort of how you're built, you might take your left hand to the outside of your right thigh. It also might just go to the inside of that left thigh. Wherever you're at, you're just finding a little leverage, and that's helping you to find that chest opening, that heart opening, even as we're finding that twist in the spine. Breath is smooth and steady. Really see what's in front of you. You might be moving your gaze out over that right shoulder if it feels okay in your neck. Some days it does, some days it doesn't. So let's stay in the twist, but as you exhale, just bring your gaze towards that left shoulder. And then just tuck that chin again. So just like one more little neck stretch here. Make sure you're still breathing. All right, inhale, lift your chin. As you exhale, unwind, come back to your mountain pose, and just take a couple breaths here like this, sitting nice and tall. Release your arms down by your sides. Inhale, wrists come perpendicular to your shoulders. Really lovely. As you exhale, you twist to the left. Like imagine you just have giant wings here and you're really lengthening out, finding that maximum wingspan, and then go ahead and release your hands down from there. Again, this front hand, it's going to look a little different for all of us. And the side might look different. So either right hand to the outside of left, maybe it comes to the inside of right. What feels better? We're still looking to press into both sit bones, even though we're wrapping those right ribs to the left. And just enjoying this hold and the twist today, giving it a little more juice. You might move towards gazing out over that left shoulder head. You're getting curious about how this side feels different in your body. You're filling up on the inhale, you're emptying out on the exhale, maybe twisting it a little deeper. And then you're going to stay in the twist here in your torso, but as you exhale, move your gaze out over your right shoulder. Keep that right shoulder blade releasing down. And then just tuck the chin. So again, getting into the neck a little, even as we're twisting. And this particular configuration, you might be feeling this in that left shoulder a little bit, which can be really nice. Beautiful. Let's inhale, lift the chin. And then exhale, just come back to center. And then before we move into our alternate nostril breathing, let's just do a little side to side lateral stretching, which I think is going to feel really good, especially after that twist. So releasing your arms down by your sides. As you inhale, take that left arm up and over, lean to the right. So just exercising the spine in a different way. Good. Inhale, reaching, and then exhale, release. And again, this is like a little mini kind of side to side cat-cow situation. So you move with your breath at a pace that feels good. You let this feel really fluid. And graceful. Good. Let's do 2 more complete cycles. So you'll end with that right arm reaching up, leaning off to the left. You'll come back to your nice, tall, easy mountain pose. Make any little adjustments that you need to. Notice how you're feeling, particularly your spine. So we've done a lot of the forward and back, the twisting, and then the side to side action. So we've really accentuated all of the ways the spine moves, which is really nice. So with all of that work, sitting nice and tall, let's move into our alternate nostril breathing. So let's just go ahead and warm up the fingers a little bit. Do our little jazz hands here. Good. And then let's use our right hand today. So as you know, we're just blocking the nostrils. You could do that with your thumb and index finger, thumb and middle finger, thumb and ring finger. It's all good. The more classic yogic position for this is to bend your second and third finger in towards your palm. And then it's like the pinky and the ring finger become one. Not necessary to do that. It can feel really awkward for some of us. So I am not too worried about what it looks like. The important thing is that you're blocking one nostril or the other. So find that bony part of your nose and then just slide whatever fingers you're using down until you feel that cartilage. What tends to happen here too is that we really start to lift up this right elbow. It brings some tension into the neck and the shoulders. So you can just soften there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So we're not blocking anything just yet. We're going to close our eyes. Take a nice deep inhale through both nostrils. Full complete exhale through both nostrils. And then let's go ahead and block the left nostril with our ring finger. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the right. Block the right with your thumb. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the left. Block left with your ring, block left, and then inhale right. Exhale right. Block right, inhale left. Exhale left. Block left, inhale right. Exhale right. Block right, inhale left. Exhale left. Block left, inhale right. Exhale right. Block right, inhale left. Exhale left. Block left, inhale right. Exhale right. Block right, inhale left. Exhale left. Block left, inhale right. Exhale right. Block right, inhale left. And exhale left. You could release your right hand down, take an inhale through both nostrils. And exhale through both nostrils. And then just continue like that. So inhaling through your nose again and exhaling through your nose. Noticing how you feel after doing that Nadi Shodhana, that alternate nostril breath. We're moving towards some form of Shavasana here. You might stay exactly where you are. So many times Shavasana can just be this state of mind. It's this choice to relax, to surrender, to give the body, the brain, an opportunity to absorb and assimilate the work that we've been doing. So you could just stay exactly where you're at. It might feel good to you to rest your head on a table and your forearms in front of you. You might come into classic Shavasana on the floor if that feels good. So many different options. Wherever you're at, just embrace this idea of surrender, of relaxing, of letting go, of soaking up these final moments as we create this transition into the rest of our day. Shavasana. Asatoma Satgamaya. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. Mrityoma Mritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Oh. So take a deeper inhale. You can open your mouth, sigh the breath out, ha, let it go. And then just start to find some gentle movement in your body. So wiggle, stretch, anything that feels good here. So just starting to bring your awareness back to your physical shape. And you'll eventually land with your hands in a pile on top of your heart. You're sending yourself love and gratitude. You're sending your body love and gratitude. Sending each other love and gratitude. It's such a privilege and a gift to get to meet every week together to work like this. So thank you for showing up. Just promise yourself that you're going to carry this good feeling with you into the rest of the day and the rest of the week ahead. And finally, just bow your head with a smile. Beautiful work today. Thank you.